All right, we are live and welcome everybody. This is my second ever live cast, broadcast, whatever you want to call it. So if you're joining in right now, welcome. If you're joining in later on just a repeat, I wanted to say thank you for coming to my channel. And I'm hoping you can hear me. I'm going to go ahead and check. Yeah, looks like the mic is going. So yeah, I just got in from a nice hike. I actually just got in from doing my daily exercise routine, and I went rucking. If you know what that is, you can Google that. But just a weighted backpack, just exercising. Sometimes I do a little bit of stuff, but anyway, I feel good. That's the reason for me saying that. And so, what is this live cast today all about? It's me as a brand new YouTuber trying to discover what this YouTube thing is all about. Again, I've been around for a while, since 2006, but I just never, if you saw my other live cast, it was just me just talking about how I've been around for a while, but just never really did anything major with my page. But we are here again, the second weekly Wednesday. We're calling it a weekly Wednesday. I just kind of made that up, and hopefully that sticks. Kind of giving you an update on where I'm coming from as a creator, content provider, and my roller coasters, my ups and downs, my positives, my negatives, whatever it may be. I'm here to share with you so you can get a little bit more in-depth sight of who I am. Okay, so yeah, so as my title states, I kind of wanted to talk about, what the word niche is, niche, what my niche is. Do I evolve it? Do I devolve it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm also trying to discover in terms of my research on just being a brand new YouTuber, YouTube, or however you want to call it, or whatever you want to call it. What my my stance is here, as just coming together, just kind of trying to provide the best positive content, the best positive answers for my stuff that I want to provide. I'm just trying to figure out this algorithm too. So I've been doing a lot of research on, hits and misses on what I'm in terms of my content I'm uploading. And as you know, if you saw my last, and sorry about the noise out there. There's a lot of noise going on right now, but hopefully you can still hear me. But if you've been following, or if you followed my last live cast, I talked about trying to figure out what my niche is and what it should be. And so if you saw my thumbnail, I wrote, and actually my first podcast, I wrote 0 viewers, 0 worries, 0 stress. But now I'm changing that up a little bit because, even if I have no viewers right now, I'm going to have 0 viewers, 0 worries, and about 100% growth. Okay. And what that means is I'm not stressed about this. I am growing. It's a learning thing. And I also asked myself the question, am I failing at this? And the key part of that is some days I do feel like I am failing at this. Sometimes, the content that I upload, I'm trying to get better at it in terms of the way it looks, the way I edit it, the way it just, is presented to you. So it is a growing nature. It's a growing spurt in terms of how I'm going to be presenting my channel to you, my content to you. So am I failing at this? No. Even though I feel like some days I am, I'm not. And the reason I also say that is because sometimes, when you actually have helpful applications that are helping you out, which, I just recently downloaded some applications, like you probably heard of TubeBuddy and vidIQ, just to help me with my research. Sometimes those numbers don't look great on a day-to-day basis. When you're checking out your analytics and you're like actually looking at your numbers, you're like, That's probably not the best thing to do when you're first starting out, because it's like you're gonna probably feel a little bit of discouragement. But the point of the fact is just don't look at the numbers right now. Concentrate on providing the best quality, the best content you can for what you're trying to do, what I'm trying to do. Okay, and keep learning the valuable information along the way. When your absolute mode is just to thrive here and to just gain YouTube friendships. Really, I mean, your YouTube family, and hopefully you can stick around, come to my page, and actually learn a thing or two, and hopefully I can learn a thing or two with you all. So, so what is this all about? What is my title all about? Evolve, devolve, niche down, ride the wave of algorithm. I think what I think now is what I follow a lot of my the people I've subscribed to. They have a lot of great content, right? So they have a lot of stuff that they provide, and one of the major hit points was you got to adapt, right? And what that means is you got to adapt with flowing trends, go with the wind at what's moving, what might pique interest. And also with that, I think that adapting to actually what your niche is going to become. In my case, it's going to be med test, music, and maker. Those are just three things I'm passionate about. And I'm trying to think if I should whittle it down, depending on what I really want to focus in on, like laser focus. But you have to adapt. Try to go out there and do some research is what I'm learning on what topics are going to be successful and what topics are not, and especially following those trends within my niche. So that's the couple things I've discovered. And of course, it's like you got to figure that YouTube is a long game now. Yeah, I've been here on YouTube since 2006, and now I'm just starting to pop my head out of the sand, right? But it's intoxicating. It's exciting. It's really cool to figure out the game of it all in terms of what are your questions out there and how can I answer them, right? In my particular sector, my niche. And YouTube's a long game. It's a long game. Like I've watched a lot of people on YouTube. And they sit down in front of the camera, just like me, just like what I'm doing right now, wondering and trying to focus on what exactly the game is, what exactly my strategy is. And they've come to a conclusion that it is a long game. It's not going to just grow overnight. I mean, and the more that the developers at YouTube I've discovered are developing that algorithm or that AI to actually run full scale, it's ever so changing. It's evolving. YouTube's evolving. Where, like, I heard one person say that YouTube used to be about YouTube. Just post something that you've done on a day-to-day and share it with people. Well, now it's more of like just an algorithm long game. So it's like, okay, and the more you can provide enriching content will make your algorithms a lot better for your channel. Now, is that the end game? Yes and no, but the end game here is, for me as a content provider, is to be really happy with what I'm sharing, and that's got to be upfront first and foremost. So yeah, I'm just trying to discover what this YouTube thing is all about. So here on my ever so second podcast, live cast here. Again, I welcome you. This is being recorded. This is going to be on my channel forever, unless something happens, which I hope not. But it's going to be here. So hopefully I can bring some enriching opinions to you, some great feedback, and so that you can just come to my channel and understand who I am. So um, I'm looking at my bullet points here, and yes, so yeah, you have to have the patience, the perseverance, the determination, and to make great content, whatever that's going to be, whatever you are going to bring to the table, and make it just inviting for people to want to stick around. Just know that I've been doing it since 2006, off and on, and now I'm really digging at it right now, just with that shovel, and like it's a really great time right now. So if I can encourage you to keep going with this, just keep going. And also too, when it comes to, I've discovered when it comes to, okay, the notion of, well, I got to think about my next topic. I got to think about my next topic. Well, if it comes to like, if I got to think about my next topic, or I got to think about my next video, or I got to, it really should be, I want to think about my next topic. Oh, I can't believe I just did that and it succeeded. Let me share that with you. And so it should be more of like, that's what I'm in right now. Now, is that phase going to like continue to keep going and growing and making me feel like I love this? I'm going to have lots of topics come in. No, I'm going to have dry spells. I promise you. I have had some dry spells, but I'm telling you, if you do have a topic, write it down, put it on a piece of paper, put it on your computer, desktop, just write it down though, because that can actually flourish into something more enriching and something more just robust, and other ideas can pop off of that one. So that's what I've been doing in terms of researching. I'll hear like a great YouTuber say something, and it'll bring an idea of exactly what I'm doing here in my niche. But yeah, and by the way, just going back to actually looking at your numbers, okay, your likes, your subscriber count, your views. And looking at them whenever you post a video, I know you're always like this, like, look at my numbers, look at my numbers. Oh, it's doing well, or it's not doing so well. In the very beginning, I just want to tell you, once some videos kind of go, you schedule them and they launch, they go into a seed of network of the algorithm. And then this is what I'm discovering. I'm no pro at this, I'm not a pro at this, but I've discovered that a seed of people, YouTube professionals, put it in a network of people to see if that algorithm kind of catches on. If I'm hoping I'm saying this right. And then they figure out, okay, if this group of people likes it, then maybe this group of people like it. Well, now, from what I'm understanding, say you have another video next week or in the next day, it might not do so well because of the content, or maybe the tags that you're using, or just maybe even the thumbnails that you're using. Believe it or not, everything's judged on the thumbnails as well. I just discovered that as well. But what I'm trying to say is, YouTube has, I've heard that YouTube is now ever so, even more so, trying to clean up the bots. Because if you get a lot of views and a lot of likes or subscribers, and you look at your numbers and they're, oh my gosh, I got like 30 new subscribers, and it scales back to like 10. From my understanding, YouTube is trying to wipe out or take a investigative eye on the bots out there, so that your actual real number of live people, live humans, are actually legitimate, or actually subscribing to your channel, or liking your stuff, or giving you some great feedback. But just a little side note I learned on that in doing my research. So don't let that discourage you. So whenever you see your numbers kind of go up like drastically and then draw back, there could be that reason. Okay. And it also can affect your watch time hours. So just keep that in mind when you're actually really scoping out or really detailed microscoping your analytics. Just a side note. But let me see my topics here. But I'm looking at my bullet points here. Seeing if I have. Nope, no questions out there. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what this is all about. Evolving my niche, devolving it, and trying to figure out that algorithm. It's actually pretty exciting. It's really exciting to figure out how this thing works, and like how you can possibly, like, even one keyword in your description or in your title or wherever you may be, like, see if that works. I'll use this phrase instead of this phrase, or like it's been quite a journey. It's been quite fun, and like I said in my last live stream last week, was I felt like it's roller coaster going up. Man, it's exciting, man. Especially doing the short videos, short form videos. It's like it's so addicting. Like, it's just, you got 1 minute to like really like get straight to it, and I love it. So yeah. Back at it every week. Every week you're going to be getting stuff that I'm into, stuff on my health. Like I said, I came in from a nice hike, rucking, weighted backpack. From the park, I go almost not every day, but almost every day. I try to, and I just feel great. I feel great, and so I like to talk about like health stuff, stuff that I'm consuming, stuff that I'm eating, because obviously, like, the better you eat, the better you're gonna feel. I've discovered, and to be honest, I mean, I'm not perfect. I like my food, but I also like to try to balance that out, because I know that certain foods affect me and makes me feel awesome, feel wonderful. Certain supplements as well. So I just wanted to share that piece of my life, and just again, music's always been a part of my life. So you're going to be getting some music content here. Whether I share a little tip or trick on how I score or write music, or might be like an inspirational piece I found, or an inspirational piece of music I wrote. But you're going to be getting something here from me that hopefully can help you with your endeavors with music. Also, I create things, or I like to create things, and I like to think I'm good at it as well. I've been actually 5 years. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I actually work in an escape room, and I have had and have the opportunity to build a lot of their props and a lot of their puzzles, and so a lot of that stems from that. A lot of the creativity or just thought process stems from just a need a need to invent something that actually helps me. I don't know if you know the lighting. You can see the lighting around me, but you're going to see a video launch or deliver this Friday that actually has to do with my lighting. So you'll see it. I don't want to spoil it, but it's just something that I came up with that, it's been around. I haven't really invented it, but the way I invented it was motorcycle. Can you guys hear that motorcycle? Sorry about that. But the way I invented it was definitely what I needed to invent. So you'll see it. It's going to be a short video in 2 days. 2 days from now, it's going to launch. You'll see it. It's fun. So if you want to get a little bit more about just creating things, writing music, or just healthy lifestyle, I invite you to come to my channel, stick around, and I am really excited to kind of tell my story, put it in front of you, and I'm really interested to know your story. Reach out to me because that would be awesome. Is my stuff? Is it hitting you? Like, is it targeting you? Is it hitting your heart? Like, are you getting great information pushed out in front of you? Or not? I am here to kind of just hopefully bond with you in some way, talk with you in some way, share with you in some way, some great and enriching content. That's my main purpose to continue doing this. So if you watch this, stay encouraged. Ride that algorithm wave. Try to figure that out. What works for your channel, and ask that question every day: am I failing at this? And if you feel that way, try to give yourself 100% growth. And my that was my lights just went off, and there's a reason for that. You'll find out. So that's going to be my video on Friday. So I need to adjust the timer on that. You'll see. Stick around, subscribe, or just wait 2 days for my Fabrication Friday video short to come out. But thanks for joining me. And thanks for just hopping on in, even if you're just coasting by and you just happen to see this thumbnail. Thanks. I appreciate you guys, my YouTube family, and it goes, without saying, but I'll say it anyway. I want to connect with you because your value connects with me. Thanks for sticking around.